We've got to open up those conversations, and we've got to use our expertise, and don't assume that faculty don't want to do it, and don't assume that faculty know it all. I've gotten vastly, by a vast measure, I've always gotten appreciation after these things from the faculty when they do orientations. And sometimes they'll ask a very good question. They'll say, why didn't this ever happen before? Which is an indication that they believe it should be happening. So I think you are onto something very important here, that this is a great gap in our field. A lot of faculty don't feel like they get support, and they don't always know how to ask for it. And they may or may not know that you have some expertise in this area. And unless you share that with them and saying, hi, part of what we do in international education is to think about these things and to help people prepare, including faculty. So now I have some useful knowledge for you. You're bringing tremendous knowledge too, and we're going to engage in that in a discussion together. So, and also peer-to-peer sharing is very good for faculty. So doing it in groups, one person says, oh, I was in this dilemma, I didn't know what to do, but here's how I kind of figured it out. Then they start to share with each other. It works really nicely.
Faculty mobility. I am interested in the study abroad, education abroad experience for faculty members and their acculturation process, because they're human beings too, right? So if it is okay with...
And I think that acculturation process gets overlooked by administrators. They say, I'm hiring professionals, they can figure it out. And so we did, with Base in Korea, we did get a bit of support from the HR manager and from Kira. She was fabulous. So, but to a large extent, for me, it wasn't a problem, but for some of the other instructors, you just kind of feel plunked down in the middle of the unfamiliar. So that acculturation process is really important.
Oh yeah. There's definitely less trepidation. You know what to expect. You also are aware of, that you're going to have to make adjustments. First of all, you're in a foreign country. You're going to have to make adjustments to the culture as it's presented to you there. The ways of doing things are going to be different from what you might expect in the US, very definitely. Foreign language, just the whole bag. But I knew that every time I repeated that experience, that I would be experiencing something new and different. And that, I guess, the new and different was intriguing to me, rather than being somewhat shy about going overseas, being a little worried about my circumstances once I got there.
I loved it. And what else can I say? If you're on the fence, I'm just so grateful that I had the opportunity. And I had no idea that it would be as important as it was. In retrospect, I just thought, oh, this is going to be a cool thing, and it's going to be a kind of a fun opportunity. But I've made like lifelong friends, and I've had conversations that changed the way I view the world. And so it was deeply enriching and powerfully so. And so I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. And if you have the opportunity, I would say just absolutely don't hesitate. I know it's complicated with families and stuff like that. I get it, but if you've got the opportunity, it's something special.